Hey guys, so by now you should know about the brand new online streaming service Disney Plus that Disney will be launching this fall, November 12th actually. It will not only hold all of your favorite Disney classics, but all new Marvel series with a rumored 6 to 8 episodes per series, and also a $100 million budget for each series, which sounds insane. And I think it'd be necessary to properly show some of the crazier and more CGI based characters. And these series will be fully connected to the MCU, so no more Netflix barely even in the same universe stuff. I'm talking about the things in these shows can and will affect the future of the MCU, what we see in the movies, and it's gonna be pretty awesome, guys. Just recently we got confirmation of the Hawkeye TV series and also the What If animated series, and confirmation of what the first episode is actually gonna be about. So what I'm gonna talk about is all these shows that have been announced so far, all the cool things that I'd like / expect to see, and all these series that I'm dreaming and hoping that they will make. And I think in particular for some of the Fox properties, it would be great to see series made about them before they actually make it to the movies. So we are getting a Loki series with Tom Hiddleston being the star. It was in talks that he was only going to narrate the series, but it is officially confirmed that he will actually be in the series, and I think it's going to be awesome. Supposedly the series is going to have to do with Loki and his influence on human history, so I think there's a lot of mischief especially that can be made there, and more Loki in the MCU is just awesome, guys. Loki is probably one of the best villains in the MCU. Everybody loves Loki. I know I do, so him having his own show, that's just awesomeness right there, guys. We just got an actual logo for Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. No real word yet on what the series is actually going to be about or what they're actually going to be doing, but I'd imagine it'd have a buddy cop type of feel, and they'd primarily be working on taking down more factions of Hydra and other evil organizations in the MCU. This could be a good way also to bring back certain villains like Zemo and Batroc the Leaper, and I think this could also be a good chance to reuse and kind of recycle the idea of the Serpent Society. If you guys don't remember, when Kevin Feige did announce the Phase 3 Marvel slate, the third Captain America movie was originally going to be called Captain America Serpent Society. Instead, they went with Captain America Civil War, of course, but I think this could be a good way to kind of recycle that idea, and I think it would be pretty realistic. I mean, we've seen Hydra before, and it would be a good way to introduce a new evil organization. Serpent Society is basically exactly what it sounds like, a group of snake-powered based supervillains, and they are regular villains for Captain America and Sam Wilson when he was Captain America. So I think it'd make kind of a lot of sense if they went with this. I can see them doing other evil organizations, but I just feel like this would be the best way to take whatever they were going to do for that movie, but to still interject that into the MCU. And I think it would be cool to see some newer villains in the MCU, not just them fighting faceless Hydra villains. So there's going to be a WandaVision series, which I'm not too crazy about the name for that, but I'm hoping that the series will go into Wanda's past in Sokovia, and maybe at the end of the series she'll realize that she is a mutant, and that'll kind of lay the groundwork for mutants in the MCU. And hopefully by the end of the series as well, it'll lay some seeds for Wanda's notorious father, Magneto. As for a series villain, maybe just anti-Vision, basically the evil version of Vision. Hawkeye's getting his own series, and I couldn't be any more excited for this. I know a lot of people have been clamoring for this for a very long time. We've always wanted a Hawkeye movie, but now he's actually getting a TV series, which I think will be a lot better. And in the TV series, he's said to be passing down the mantle of Hawkeye to Kate Bishop, and he'll be training her. And I think this series has a lot of potential to be just insanely clever and really funny as well. And as for a series villain, I would say maybe Crossfire or possibly the Circus of Crime, but I'd really love to see Bullseye, but I'm not going to even entertain anything that is not Wilson Bethel. He did an immaculate job as Bullseye on the 3rd season of Daredevil, so we're gonna have to find the right Bullseye if we get that going. Also confirmed today was the What If animated series that they are going to be putting out. Now at first I was like super curious about what the animation style was gonna be for this series, but Disney oftentimes does great in this department, so I'm not really worried at all about that. And What If is pretty self-explanatory. It's a series in the comics where you take certain Marvel events and they just go, what if Spider-Man was the Punisher, or what if Flash Thompson became Spider-Man? So it's just a very crazy series that takes certain points in Marvel history and just kind of flips them around a little bit. So the first What If episode is confirmed to be about what if Peggy Carter was given the super soldier serum and Steve Rogers was given a suit designed by Howard Stark to fight beside her. And I'm really hyped for this as well as the first episode. I love Peggy Carter. She's my favorite MCU female hero, not only because Haley Atwell is a total babe, but Peggy loved Steve before he had that super soldier serum in his veins and he was all buff. So I just thought that was incredibly sweet. She's been a real one from day one, and that's why I love Peggy Carter. This whole What If series, especially because it'll be animated, you can really just do so much more. We can get things like what if Thor and Hulk were in Civil War? What if the Guardians never met on Xandar? What if Quicksilver survived Age of Ultron? And I can just see so much fun coming out of this particular series. And also the series that I would love to see, guys, and I think would be a really good way to introduce some of the Fox properties. First, of course, I would love to see a Wolverine series. It'd be a great way to show his origins in the MCU, and it could be about him fighting in the wars, maybe possibly alongside Cap and possibly Namor. Maybe get a whole Invaders thing going on. Maybe if Universal wants to play ball, maybe him and his time in Weapon X, and possibly at the end of the series you can have him heading towards the X Mansion, and I can kind of set up the chain of events for him joining the team, which actually leads me to the next series that I would love to see, which is a First Class style series for Professor X and Magneto. Basically their origins, how they came to be, how both of them met, their dynamic and their relationship to one another, and their eventual parting of ways. I think it would be good to flesh these specific characters out so that by the time the X-Men actually do get a movie, we can focus more on the young X-Men like we really never have before. A lot of times in the older X-Men movies, the characters that were highlighted were Wolverine, Magneto, and Professor X because, well, they are important characters, but we never really got too much attention on some of the main members of the X-Men like Cyclops, Storm, and even Jean Grey. We never really got too much from them, especially in some of the more recent movies. And lastly, a Victor Von Doom series, which primarily focuses on him as a youth in Latveria growing up, his relationship with his mother, his deeper insecurities, some of his mysticism, and of course his brilliance. And hopefully the series would somehow end with Victor in college, and it would give some type of allusion to his roommate, the one, the only Reed Richards. So I think that would be very cool, and I would honestly love to see it. But that's what I'm hoping, guys. Let me know what you think about the series that have been announced, about the series that I hope to see, and I want to know what kind of series would you guys like to see. Let me know what you think about that. And if I got anything wrong or if I missed anything, please let me know. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want, subscribe. I always appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.